How the heck are you, everybody? I am Fastidious. At long last, Dahlia is here, and that means we have an amazing opportunity. Maybe you've been hearing from a lot of people that they are not summoning today, even though we've been waiting for her for like 2 months, and actually they want to summon on Friday. I am one of those people, and actually I've postponed our polls party we were going to have today and merged it with the Friday's polls party just because the hype for Friday is so immense. Now, why is that? Well, Dalia obviously is a limited hero. Limited heroes are guaranteed, let's go to the Thistle's Whisper, that's the name of her limited banner. They're guaranteed within 250 summons. That does not mean they're guaranteed at summon number 250, but it can, and that is what this is all about. So let's read this. Limited legendary hero Dalia is guaranteed in 250 summons. This means if you have not pulled her before 250, number 250 is guaranteed to be her. So if you manipulate your pity correctly, you can absolutely get nearly a free extra legendary, sometimes like down to like a couple pulls more, a total free extra legendary on that march to 250. So it involves manipulating the pity between your guaranteed banner and then another banner. If we look right now, the only other banners are our standard rare summoning banner, the Invocation of Spirits, and our standard divine summoning, right, our legendary summoning banner. Not too exciting. But as I covered 2 days ago, I predicted correctly, and it has now been confirmed. On Friday, we are getting special divine summoning and special Invocation of Spirits on Constance and Magda, an excellent banner. So that will pair perfectly with this pity manipulation technique. So let's get into it. Let me explain exactly how it works so you can know if you can take advantage of this amazing trick and see if it's perfect for you.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
And guys, if you want to see this in action or even have me do it for you, definitely check out our polls party this Friday. It's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern time. That is 3 p.m. UTC. You can do whatever conversions you need for your time zone. Hope to see you there. It is going to be here on YouTube Live. We've got a link on my Discord. Link for that is in the description and a link in the top pinned comment. Awesome, guys. Back to the video. All right, so just for a second, let's stay in the event calendar, friends, and let's look at this. We've got an overlap between the Thistle's Whisper, this is the limited guaranteed 250 summoning event for Dalia, and the special Invocation of Spirits, the rare summoning banner for Constance, Magda, also Amani, Damon, and Vortex. Amani and Vortex, excellent epics as well. Not the point of this video, though, but because we have overlap, we can switch between these two banners. So what do you need to know? In this game, as you pull, essentially you are building a tally. So what do I mean by that? You are racking up a number, there is a counter, it is tracking how much you have pulled. So there are 2 tallies you will concurrently be building upon when you summon on this Thistle's Whisper Dahlia limited exclusive 250 banner. Those tallies are the normal pity, right? The legendary pity that we know from the details here, the pity timer rules, soft pity at 200, hard pity at 220. Usually you're going to get a legendary hero guaranteed at 205 or 210 if you have not pulled one in the previous 205, 210, if that makes sense. I really hope it does because that's a key component to the game. And at the same time, you are building your tally for guarantee. So you have your pity tally and your guarantee tally. While you are on this banner, you are building them simultaneously, right? Concurrently, you are growing both those tallies. So you're approaching that soft pity number of 200 and then eventually the hard pity at 220. And if you don't pull Dalia early, you are approaching the 250 guarantee number. Now, disclaimer, if you pull Dalia early, this whole trick is out the window. Another disclaimer, you will need more than 250 summons to make this work. Perhaps you can do it in 251 if you're really lucky. Most people can probably do it between 270 to 290, but essentially you're getting a bonus legendary for what will come out to like 20 to 40 more summons, basically free when all things are said and done. So how does this work? Let's talk about it. You're building your pity over here. You start off on the Dalia banner, the Thistle's Whisper. The key principle is going to be that when you do pull Dalia at that 250, you reset your normal pity. So you know you're getting her at 250. If you don't use that pity elsewhere, it will completely reset it and it will have been wasted. If it's a small amount of pity, 20, 30, 40, not a big deal. But if it's 150, 160, 170, you're completely washing that away with your guarantee for Dalia, resetting that pity on something that was already guaranteed, thus a total waste. And a missed opportunity on essentially a free or very low cost legendary hero. You pull, you pull, you pull until you hit your first legendary. If you're off a fresh pity, that could happen at like 200, right? If that legendary isn't Dahlia, you will have now built a full 200 pulls. Let's say you pulled at 205. You were off a fresh pity, you went to full pity, you pulled at 205. You have built 205 tally towards guarantee, and you'll be on a fresh pity tally towards your next legendary hero, right? From the normal legendary summoning pity we just talked about over here in the pity timer rules. This is standard with everything. All those pity timers, they're contained within one currency. That's why it's important you match the Thistle Spring with an Invocation of Spirits, a rare summoning crystal banner, which you really like. So in this case, that will be the Magda Constance banner. So you're at 205, you're at 205 tally into your guarantee, a fresh tally for your normal pity, and now you have done 205, so you're 45 away from Dahlia. What you could do, you pull 44 towards Dahlia, right? So that'd put you at 249 on the guarantee, and then you switch. So why would you switch? And why is this not a perfect example? I just wanted to make it absolutely beautifully clear. Well, you would have 44 into a new pity. So if you went then again and pulled on Dahlia, you know 250 would be Dahlia, and you would both reset your guarantee and actually end it because you can only get it once, and you would fully reset the normal pity you were building. So those 44 pulls would be wasted on pull number 45. Now you'd be back to a normal, fresh, legendary summoning pity. So this would be an example of, yeah, you just wasted 44. You can probably live with that. But for many people, right, especially if you're not on a fresh pity, and certainly even if you are on a fresh pity, if you don't have to go all the way to max, let's say you pulled at 100, right? If you pulled a legendary that wasn't Dahlia on this at 100, you can make it another 149 if you really want to, dance with the devil and take it to its limits. If you can get that, now you're at 249 on guarantee, 149 on your general pity. Now if you switch over to what will be the Magda Constance banner, well, you've done 149 already, so you'll actually only be 51 away from soft pity, 71 away from hard pity. If you can land a really good sweet spot, that is when this starts getting very, very good. Let's say you hit a legendary that wasn't Dahlia on this banner, the Thistle's Whisper 250 exclusive limited guaranteed Dahlia banner at 70 pulls, right? So now you'd be 70 into your guaranteed tally, and you'd have a fresh pity tally. If you took this up to, let's say, 240, because most people are not going to want to go all the way to 249, because the second you pull a legendary, you've reset your pity, and if it's Dahlia, you've wasted the opportunity. Many other people, if they want to be very conservative, might bow out, not at even 240, at 230 or 220 or even 200, 210, something like that. But let's say you do go to 240, you will now be at 240, obviously, on your guarantee tally, but you'll be at a full 170 towards your normal pity tally. So you're actually only 30 away from your legendary over here, soft pity for Constance Magda, that banner, and 50 from hard. So you're probably going to hit it about 30 or 40 summons. Then you head back and in exactly 10 summons with a fresh pity on normal, but because of your guarantee, in just 10 pulls, you're getting Dahlia. So if this all works out perfectly, right, you could have it where you hit a legendary at 50 on the Dahlia banner. It isn't Dahlia, right? So then you start over. So you're at 50 on the guarantee tally, 0 on the normal pity. You take it up to 249. So at that point, you'd be at 199 towards a new pity over here on the normal thing. You don't want to waste that on what you know will be a guaranteed Dahlia the next pull. You go over here. The next pull is number 200, and you start your soft pity. After that, you're building pity. Within 5, 10, worst case 15, you hit a legendary, you head back over. The very next pull is Dahlia. I know I gave a lot of examples. It is confusing, and there's a lot of variables depending on when you pull legendaries on this banner. You might pull a few and then you keep resetting your pity. It depends on the flexibility of the summoning opportunities you have. So for me, I've got a decent amount of rare summoning crystals. I've got a lot of diamonds. I can really take advantage of this. But at the very least, you don't want to just fully waste pity you have built. If it's a situation like the first example I described, where it's like 44 into a new pity, do you really care about resetting that if you don't have the currency to keep going and you're not so interested in the other banner? No, I don't think you do. But, if it's 130 or 170 or 190 into a new pity, you don't want to waste that on what the next pull is going to be a guarantee for Dahlia. No, go take advantage of that over there. You come back, and essentially you're still right on the cusp of another pity, this time being the guarantee, on the Dahlia banner. I really hope I explained this well, guys, because it is a very complicated idea. I've explained it twice before. I thought this was the clearest way I could do it this time because a lot of people have been asking about it. I highly suggest if you're interested, wait till Friday. You can also watch me do it. I'm gonna have a big pulls party for Dahlia with tons of pity manipulation to get all those free legendaries taking place right here on YouTube Live. A lot of viewers' accounts, and then capping it off with my account. And you'll see, I mean, because they're all different accounts, we'll get a lot of different scenarios. And whenever I can, I will do pity manipulation. So maybe before you do it, you could watch me do it on other people's accounts. And I think in practice, it will make perfect sense. You can also go back to the Gwendolyn Pulls Party. I did it a lot on that. And certainly I did it a ton during the Lust Pulls Party last time that came around. So guys, I really hope this helps you. I hope it opened your eyes. If anything was unclear, let me know in the comments. I'm sure me or someone else can clear it up for you. I'm sorry if this was an imperfect explanation. I tried to make it as clear and concise as I could, but like I said, this stuff is complicated as heck. Let's throw on that cinematic. You know I love that Dahlia cinematic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have been Fastidious. If you like my stuff, absolutely like it. If you have any questions for me at all, please let me know in the comments. Subscribe, share with your mother. I finally made it to Utah. We arrived last night. I'm moving into my new place on July 1st. I'll be at my friend's place until then. Very exciting times in my real life. Sincerely, this move would not have happened without you guys, so thank you so much. Share it with your mother, and I'll see you real soon.
Fastidious.